Hey greens everybody, it's Pete the King here with a War Right recap video. We had a nice win against our Iconic. It was our third win in a row against a potluck opponent. It's been an honor to participate in the potluck spins. We've gotten smoked several times, but we started improving as a clan by just doing better jobs with planning attacks, really sketching attacks, getting on Discord, talking to people. And we've also got some new people in the clan who've been some great additions that you'll see highlighted here. We're just going to cover the Town Level 9 attacks here. Shout out to Targ, who did get a 3-star on a 10v10, but I'm not going to cover that here just because we got so many 9 attacks I want to get through. So let's get straight to it. We got Lawrence on base number 9. And Lawrence is doing a stoned hobo, where what he's going to do is Troll Tesla pops up there, uses a hog and a wizard to deal with that. Drops the 3 golems to create the wide funnel that you need on a stone hobo like this. And then he's going to do a double jump. And the idea of this attack is to smoke as much of the base as possible and leave very little for the hogs to clean up, which is what he does. So he's got 3 golems. Third golems, one of the golems gone to golemites, drops the jump. Trash buildings have gone down. When you put your boulders down in an attack like this, you're just like, please God, go to the right place, and they do. So he puts down his 2 jumps at once and the rage. Bowlers go to work. Golems kind of get distracted by that expo, which is a little suboptimal because the bowlers are kind of a little naked there. But the golems travel a long way. He does a nice job of using a double jump and getting the golems basically to the other side of the base. The tricky part of this attack is basically getting your golems a trip through the base. So identifying the wall, basically looking at a base that has the walls that set up for the golems to do this so that they don't get stuck. And so, carefully positioning your jump spell. So he's putting down his hogs now. No spells left, but only a couple point defenses. He's got air defenses, which are not an issue here. He's got like 5 hogs left. And they're going to make their way through the base. I think they're going to take out that air defense. And then that's going to be it. I'm going to speed it up just because we got a lot of attacks here. But Lawrence, great job on the stoned hobo. Got a lot of gas in the tank here left to take care of those 2 cannons, which are on the outside of the base. So the queen is up, full golem. Queen's got full health, like 4 wizards, queen's archers, bowlers. It's plenty of gas in the tank left on this attack. So nice job of Lawrence. And we are going to go next to base number 10, which is an attack by Cooter Bear. Cooter Bear is doing a witch slap. He's using 1 jump, 2 rages. 1 jump means he must have some wall breakers, which he does. So sets the funnel here on the east and south corners. Drops the golem. I'm assuming he's going to drop some wall breakers to get into that compartment, so then he can use his. And there they go. Nice job of spotting that that's a place where you can break in. The healers are still up. Now, interestingly, I'm not sure whether he wanted that or not, but the witches on the east corner kind of go into the middle of the base, which may or may not be a good thing. We'll see how it works out. But he's got 2 rages, lava hound bursts. Got to poison those pups so they don't kill all your troops, and he does that. So those pups should go down. He's got some witches up, the queen, the bowler, and basically what happened is the attack, the army is going to break out of the base, and then it looks like it's going to make its way around, and you've still got a lot of witches and bowlers, which is kind of key, and he's got a golemite. And so, and saves his 2nd rage. So nice job holding back on the spell. You've got a bunch of Teslas left, which is working their way through. That bowler's being healed up. And at this point, he's pretty much got it under control. So we're going to speed it up again. A nice job on Cooter Bear with the witch slap. Nice job on adapting to what probably wasn't exactly what the plan was with the witches going into the base, but he adapted and rolled with it. So next one we're going to do is 11 and Punisher Pits, another stoned hobo. He's going to skip a rage spell and do 2 heals and 2 jumps. 10 wizards, baby dragon for the funneling. 3 wizards brought in. I'm sorry, 3 golems brought in. They're all going to center around where those Teslas and the mortar are. And then obviously got to bring in a lot of troops. And let's see where he puts. I wonder if he's going to put that baby dragon on the town hall. First jump goes in. Nice job there clearing out all those buildings. Dragon comes out of the CC. Immediately drops the second jump. Poison. He does not use a rage. He uses decides to heal the middle of his kill squad, which I think it was a good choice. He's got the golems still alive, and they're trucking along. And really, the key to this, so he brings in the hogs at first, heals the hogs up there. Saw that nice job of. Looks like this may have been a cleanup attack. Hard to know, but he had a perfectly placed heal there. And at this point, he's got a bunch of hogs coming in on defenses that are tanking on a golem. So he's sitting in pretty good shape. Enemy king goes down, which is nice in a hog attack because the king can create some problems. He's got a baby dragon for cleanup. Good call. And he's got, at this point, only 1 Tesla left. And the bomb goes off, which is probably going to... Oh. So there's only 1 Tesla left. And he's got Queen, Golemites, Baby Dragon. Lots of trash buildings on the other side of the base, so it's a good use of a Baby Dragon for cleanup. Because you hate running out of time on these attacks. It really blows. 98, and the builders are down there in the bottom. So nice job by Pitts. On 11, I'm going to try to do 1 attack per person. So we've got, and this Coding Firefly, who's one of the newer members of the clan and who's contributing nicely. He's got what I'm assuming is a Queen Walk hobo. So he's got his queen. Queen is going to walk, and let's see where the queen goes. He's got a rage spell, which I'm assuming he's going to use to keep the queen alive. So the queen is really what the queen is doing there. It's probably on the, he's deploying the queen, which is interesting as a really as a resource or as a way of clearing a part of the base. And in this case here, it looks like the queen is going to be separate from the rest of the kill squad. So queen clears out that. So here's what he's got. Here's what he's doing. He's got the queen clearing out this part of the base, and then he's got 2 golems and 2 jumps and a rage. And what he's going to do is get those 2 golems, presumably to the other side of the base to get to the queen, because you got to kill the queen. So first jump goes down. Queen, nice job of sending the funnel there. So this is a cool attack. Let's see when he uses that rage. Queen's still got her ability. She is tanking on Expo, that's it. There's no other defenses on her. Lava Hound comes up. Not a big deal. It's not going to do a lot of damage, and hopefully it does not burst until later, because the queen's way over there. So the double jump means that the kill squad makes it all the way through and takes out the queen, and at that point you've got a big part of the base cleared. for the rest of the hogs to come in. So he's sprinkling in those hogs. No spells left, but that's okay. He's got basically just not that much of the base left. Bomb goes off. At this point, all the air traps come up, like the skellies and that kind of stuff, start working on the queen, but it doesn't matter, and the lava hound does not burst until later, which is good. So the queen, actually, you know, that's a good way. When you know there's a lava hound in the CC, you can keep the queen away from the CC, and there go the pup, but it doesn't matter because the attack's pretty much over. So Coding Firefly, new addition to the clan. I believe he's from Croatia. And so, nice job. He had 2 3-stars. We're going to cover one of them. Oops. And then, let's see, 12, 18. All right, we're going to do 17 next. This was my attack. So, this is a shattered Goho Hobo. I basically, again, copied an attack and tweaked it. So Ray, shout out to Ray who got 99% on this base. I worked with Herc, did some planning. We talked over what Ray did right and where we could improve things. And what we decided was Queen takes out that wizard tower and then that lets us wall break in at that corner. So we just got to basically, I worked with her to get a better entry point for the bowlers and a better, just slightly, set up the funneling slightly better, because in Ray's attack, the bowlers had walked. And here, the bowlers do not walk, because we set it up a little bit better. The king is down here tanking, or, well, he's not really tanking, but he's setting a funnel is what he's doing. And so the kill squad's moving through this part of the base. And what we'd see in Ray's attacks is if you can clear out enough of the base, then what happens is there's a big hole there in the base, and the hogs just have to kind of go around the outside. And we have 2 heal spells. So use the first heal to drop basically all the hogs because there was some. Well, we had that. We had a lot of DPS coming in, and we didn't want to go light because we had the Expo. And at this point, drop the second heal because we got the king kind of working on him, and it kind of is over at that point because there's only 2 defenses left. So this is again is an example of teamwork. That was a 3-star. Didn't click through all the way, but running a little bit short on time. We got some new, again, another attack from a new person, Andy the Great, that we want to showcase here. Andy's doing what looks like a bewitched attack. So he's got 2 golems, tons of witches, tons of wizards, spread out evenly. He's got 2 jump spells. Interesting. Drop the bowlers. What I think he sees here is I would be a little nervous about coming from the opposite side of the base from where the expos are because I would think, man, that's a long way for that army to travel. But he's got a heal spell, which he uses, which is a good idea. And what's happening here in these attacks is if you can have basically the 3 parts of your army, which I would call the middle part and then the edges, if they're all kind of working at the same speed, then they all kind of support each other. So is that a haste spell? That's interesting. So there's a Tesla farm there, and a big part of the base is down. 1 expo's down. 2nd expo's down, almost. They're working on the expo. There we go. So, nice job of scouting, a nice job of sort of determining that this was the right attack on this base by Andy the Great. And looks like we're going to speed up. Lava Hound pups. And the witches and the queen, who's not yet used her ability. He's got a couple minions, which probably doesn't want to drop because there's splash defenses. They're up. A nice job by Andy the Great. We are going to cover, and I'm sorry if I'm not pronouncing these names right, but I think Shubham. is going to do another stoned hobo here on this base. Shubham is another one of our newer clan members. Nice job of spotting the ability to get some free buildings down before dropping the golems. So he's got 2 golems down and lots of trash buildings up there, and a Tesla pop up. But what he's going to do is, once those storages go down, he's got the 3 golems, which are in pretty good health, and he wall breaks in and then sets us up a jump. It's a double jump, so at this point the funnel's been created and drops the 2 jumps. Nice job of spell placement. Rage. Golems go in. We've got to be patient on these attacks. Make sure that you time your bowlers the right way. CC pops out, which is your basic baby dragon Val Wizard variety. And man, huge part of the base cleared out by this time, and he's got a lot of his army still alive. He's got at least 1 golem that's still in full health. Queen has not yet used her ability. Start sprinkling in the hogs. Tesla farm pops up. I'm assuming he's going to throw a lot of hogs at this. He does. There's fortunately no, well, there was a bomb that went off, but there's a lot, just most of the buildings are down by this point, and he's only got 1 point defense that's left. Golem's kind of trapped there in the middle, but it did its job of tanking. We've got a wizard, 3 hogs, drops some wizards and archers for the cleanup. So nice job by Shubham on base number 20. Okay, and now we are going to go to, okay, coding, we already covered him, 22. Okay, this is Beaver Butter, 24 attacking 22. Let's see what Beaver did here. So Beaver did the, what I would call is the Goho / Witch combination, which is cool. So he's got 5 wizards that he's putting down on the south part of the base, working their way up to create the funnel. And then I think he's got 2 golems. He's got 1 jump, 2 heals, and a rage. So a big part of the base is down at this point. And golems go in, puts down the poison in anticipation of the to poison both the queen and the CC. Dragon Loon. Queen's up there. Queen will deal with the CC. Dragon Loon. And he's got golem tanking, starts putting in the hogs. Send in the hogs, send in the hogs. And there's a, some of the hogs get healed. He's got 7 left. He's got a part of the base here at this point where he's probably going to want to use, he's got 1 more heal left. Bomb goes off on the outside. Skellies are down. Good time to use a heal because you don't want your hogs running out of gas. The good news here is even if the hogs don't get all the way through, which it looks like they're not going to because the king's going to deal with them, he's got tons of troops left. He's got his queen, he's got golemites, he's got witches, who the witches had a clean trip, or at least, you know, they didn't get taken out up to this point. And so queens, he's going to use the ability there. And it's really at this point the witches finish up. The witches and the golem and the bowlers finish the job. Queen goes down. We're going to speed this up because we know it's 3 stars. So the wizards, always good to hold back a couple wizards because you can see those wizards accompanied by that golem get a lot of work done there. to deal with one side of the base while those witches to deal with the other. So nice attack by Butter. That's an attack I've often seen Cooter Bear use also, which is the Goho Witch variety. And he's got the 3-star. We'll do Beckham, because Beckham we've not covered yet, and he has a 3-star. So lots of 3-stars, lots of Stoned Hobo, but that's okay, because that's what's working right now. Hogs are killing it. Not as much air in this war as we've seen in the past. So sends in the Golem. Hog is nice use of a hog there to take out that point defense, which is taking on the Golem. So with just one hog, you can take out that Archer Tower at 9 o'clock. Sends in the second Golem. Okay, so he's got 3 Golems down at this point. Drops the jump. Everybody starts walking in. He's got Golems in front of his bowlers, which is where you want them. Drops a Rage Spell. So just doing a nice job here of traveling through the base. CC comes out, pretty much a, looks like a Baby Dragon Witch combination. Those get poisoned. Interesting use here of loons on the back end. We'll see how those work out. Looks like the loon does some. Loons did not really work out, but that's okay. Maybe they bought him a little bit of time, but he's got a level 27 queen at full health. He's still got 5 hogs left. And so he's patient. He's got a Golem that is tanking on the CC to absorb the Expo. Although, yep. And the Expo's down, and that's pretty much it. You've got like a, got a Tesla, 2 Teslas left. Once that Tesla goes down, we're going to speed this up. So, boy, nice attacks from people at Town Hall 9. I'm telling you that, particularly in this war where the vast majority of the counts, when the 9s can get the job done, it frees up the 10s to work on the 10s and frees up the 11s to work on the 11s, and that's what you need. Okay, we're going to cover Tinkerbell, and then that's going to be it. So Tinkerbell does a what I would call is more of a I guess what I'd say is traditional witch slap. And this is a base that, if it's been scouted, and you know you're not running headlong into a Tesla farm, you've got the Tesla spread out, which is not as much of a big deal here, because witches under heal can take out individual Teslas. We've all had or many of us have had the pleasure of dropping a group of witches right on a Tesla farm, which is not so good. But here you've got witches under heal. We're doing a nice job of creating the funnel. She goes with a light kill squad, which is 3 giants and the king and the queen. Lava Hound. So the Lava Hound is really just a distraction at this point. It's going to be basically just distracting the queen, and she's got 2 poisons, which she will use, presumably, when that hound bursts. So giants, I don't even know where the giants are. I think they evaporated. But king jumps in, bowlers jump in, king's tanking for the bowlers. I always think the key in these attacks is he just got basically the witches are doing a nice job of distracting a lot of the point defenses. And so the king is basically the tank in this attack. And king distracts and stays alive long enough for the bowlers to gut the base. And at this point, the base is gutted. And you've got witches on the outside. Bowler's still alive. Enemy queen's still alive, which could be a problem, but Tink's queen took it out. So these attacks I like Witch Slap, and it's great, except when it doesn't work, which is when somebody does things like either buries traps or seeking air mines, or like seeking air mines or traps or Teslas to basically kill your healers or kill the witches. And but this base does not have that. And what she's got here at this point is there's 40 seconds left, and at the end of the attack, what she's got is a queen at basically full health. Still's got the ability, 2 witches, and it's pretty much over. So, nice job by Tink of deploying the witch slap in an appropriate location to get the 3-star. So that's it for this war recap video of Iconic, which was the 3rd win in a row that we had. So nice job, everybody, and let's keep up the good work here in Paradox.